Why nations don't assassinate each other's leaders. So, can Israel rewrite the rules? Most assassinations are perpetrated by domestic malcontents. Gavrilo Princip was not thinking about European politics when he killed Archduke Franz Ferdinand. He simply didn't like the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Assassinations are often bizarre, to say the least. John Hinckley Jr. in 1981 attempting the assassination of Ronald Reagan, he did it because of Jodie Foster? Anyway, Israel itself was not thinking about geopolitics when it assassinated political leaders of Hamas and Hezbollah. Like Princip, Israel believes Hezbollah is standing between it and the realization of its fantasy, that it can live in that area and the Palestinians just disappear. But let me stress the difference. Princip did not officially represent Serbians, but those who killed Nasrallah do represent Israel. Last month, Israel marshaled all the resources it had to kill people associated with Hezbollah. But that changes nothing about the weapons Hezbollah can use on Israel. What kind of assassins believe that their heroic act is going to change such facts on the ground? Insane ones, of course. I'm not arguing that Israel is insane. I'm only pointing out that its rationale is no different than those we do call insane. Every nation that trades with Israel that has a business connection can't help but wonder, can Israel be trusted to not go insane if we do something they don't like? The Saudis couldn't probably care less about what happens to Hezbollah. They don't really care about the Palestinians in Gaza either. What they do care about is the same give and take between those they do business with. Military power must always be balanced with soft power. Why? Because military power cannot give a measured response. Either you're all in or all out. You kill everyone who can raise arms against you, or you don't. Win or lose. Anyway, I hope you can make this leap with me. After World War II, the U.S. guaranteed the safety of Saudi Arabian oil exports through military means. In exchange, the Saudis agreed to the petrodollar. An important turning point happened in 2018 when Iran, through proxies, attacked the oil processing facilities in Saudi Arabia. Iranian drones disabled it with pinpoint accuracy. So the Saudis asked the U.S. to provide more defenses, more Patriots. The U.S. said, nah, just live with it. So in 2013, Saudi Arabia and Iran restored diplomatic relations. Why? Because the U.S. cannot protect Saudi assets with its military, and its poor diplomatic relations with Iran couldn't prevent Iran from disrupting Saudi businesses. So Saudi Arabia did the obvious, rational thing. They decided it would be easier to work with Iranians than fight. What did the U.S. do? Nothing. The U.S. no longer has a coherent policy for the Middle East, if it ever had one. Israel has not taken the diplomatic route with Hezbollah, nor is it taking them on with the military. Instead, it is assassinating its leaders. When Israel does send its military into Lebanon, who will it be fighting? No one. It will look to pacify Lebanon and put it under the care of a proxy government. What other option is there? Therefore, every nation in the Middle East must fund whoever they can to prevent Israel from having its way, in expanding its territory using proxy governments, using the tool of assassinations, because where would it stop? And yes, most of this money will be under the table. Why won't Israel eventually assassinate members of the Saudi Arabia family, or the King of Jordan if they got out of line? I want to stress, it doesn't matter what Israel thinks about the history of this or that, who belongs to Palestine, etc., etc. The simple fact is that no one can trust Israel anymore, not even the United States. And that trust will take decades to recover, if ever. In the meantime, in back rooms, deals will be made, money spent. Israel and Russia will meet the same fate. Their regimes will fall. Others will develop. The only good that will come out of it resides in this aphorism. When big dogs fight, the little dogs get the bone.